So the other day, my friend Emma, who I live with, requested that I make cornflake tart, and I know that lots of you do know what this is because when I made it for her, I put up a photo of it on my Instagram stories and said, who remembers this from school? And I have never had so many replies. So I thought I must film this for an IGTV because I feel like people clearly appreciate it and maybe you'd like to see me make it. It just got such a loving response and made a lot of people feel nostalgic, I think, that I thought that I would make it for a video. Also, me and Emma really want to eat it again. Right, what you will need is ready rolled, oh no, almost just cracked in the middle. Ready rolled short crust pastry. This is what the recipe says. I'm sure you could make your own pastry if you can't get hold of this or if you want to. And you need 320 grams of pastry, and this comes already like that. Now we're going to use some flour, plain flour, just to dust the surface with for when you're rolling out pastry. Sorry, just to go a bit more back on the story of cornflake tarts. If you don't know what cornflake tart is, it's basically I don't know if it was a sweet snack at break time or if it was a pudding for lunchtime. I'll have to ask Emma, she's upstairs at the moment, but if she comes down I'll ask her when exactly did we eat the cornflake tart, because I can't remember the time of day. But we always had it at our school and it was a very famous thing there. And it turns out lots of you had it at your school. Also, I'd really like to know, I think I asked my dad this question, he said the Queen, but I don't really believe him. Who makes up school desserts? Because, oh no, because I'm really confused. I said to Dad, who decides? Because I was so shocked to hear that so many of you that obviously didn't go to the same school as me, had it too. So, I'm really rambling because I'm doing two things at once, but basically, who decides that all schools, also my dad said he had it when he was at school, so that was a long time ago. So yeah, who decides? I don't think it's the Queen, like my dad said. What do you guys think? Do you just want to roll this out just so that it will fit in your tin, basically? Because obviously it's already rolled. Mine cracked a little bit. Oh no, I'm dropping everything. You want a tin, something like this. I love this tin because you can push the bottom out, so it's really easy to get your tart out. You don't need to line it if it's non-stick. And now, how can I show you guys what I'm going to do? I'm going to bend that over there a second. Okay, this is what you want to do. Get your pastry. Hope to God that it doesn't rip, but I think mine might because it's really flimsy. And just lay it, oh fuck, stay on there. Okay, mine's full of holes now, but it's okay. I'm gonna go with it. Okay, so lay your pastry over the top, and then you just want to fold it down. Oh man, it's not going so well. Yeah, so just push it in like that. So after Emma requested that I make her this, and we loved it, and then it got us feeling so nostalgic about school, it made us think of all of the other ones. Can anyone remember the name of the one that was like chocolate? It was like a chocolate slice, maybe a square, maybe a triangle, can't remember. And it was warm from the oven, but they served it at break time, so not with custard or anything. And it was chocolatey and oaty, kind of crumbly. What's that one called? I really want to make that. Also, there probably is a website online. If you have holes, just shove bits of pastry in them and it will be fine. There's probably somewhere online that lists all school puddings. Obvious favourite of mine when I was at school, more than this one, although I do love this, was chocolate pudding and chocolate sauce, which was basically a hot chocolate sponge that was cut into like a little square. They were always in squares in my school, and then chocolate custard on top. When it was that day, I would just be celebrating all day. Oh, also I just had FaceTime, me and Emma just FaceTime Kate. Basically, I've had quite a lot of comments actually, so perhaps I should address this. People being like, oh my god, who's Emma? Like, who are you isolating with? Emma and I have been best friends since we were children. We met Kate when we were, well, Emma's 2 years younger than me and Kate's 1 year younger. So, but Emma and I were always best friends because she's in my sister's year. Maybe I was 14, Emma was 12 and Kate was 13. And we've been best friends, the three of us, ever since. So that is the story of me, Emma and Kate. So just now, Kate, Emma and I were FaceTiming and talking about the fact that I'm about to film this IGTV of cornflake tart. And I've got leftover pastry, by the way, so maybe I'll make some jam tarts with that. And I said I want people to comment an emoji if they remember and had this cornflake tart in school. And then we spent, honestly, I'm not joking, about 15 minutes deliberating which emoji we should get people to comment. We thought of a tie, we thought of cornflakes, a cereal box, didn't have any of those. At one point Emma was convinced we should use an oyster, don't know why. And what did we decide on? Oh, we decided on pencil, because it's kind of school related. So basically, if you had this in school, comment a pencil emoji. But I also really want people to comment other things that they had in school, other school, either snack time things or, by the way, I'm blind baking this pastry, so you need to pour some rice in here. Yeah, I'm considering doing a school series, thought that could be quite fun. The rice isn't a part of this recipe, by the way. You just put it in there like that, just so you can blind bake it. And we're gonna do that for 15 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 15 minutes. Okay, whilst that is baking, you need to make your filling for the middle. For the middle, you'll need jam. Last time that I made it, last week or whenever it was, I used strawberry, but I don't have any left, so I'm using raspberry and Bomberman, obviously, the best jam brand ever. Disclaimer, I have worked with them before, but it also is the only jam I've ever used in my whole life, so there we go. I'm using raspberry today. You will need golden syrup, cornflakes, caster sugar, I'm using golden caster, and butter. So we need 50 grams of butter. I'm going to measure that first. I'm so floury, I don't really want to move the camera, so I'm just going to talk to you from here because that'll only be a second. Duh, I can just bring the scales round. Oh my god, they're going in the flour, literally. Pop this into a saucepan. A medium-sized saucepan will do. So you want to pop your butter in there. This recipe really annoys me, I would just like to say, because it tells me, there's my golden syrup. It tells me that I need 125 grams of golden syrup. Are grams and mil the same thing? I just find that very frustrating because how annoying to have to put golden syrup in there, like, and then half is going to get stuck on there. Just 25 grams of sugar, not much. By the way, I'm using a BBC Good Food recipe because it was the first one that came up when I googled it and it said easy. 125 grams of golden syrup. You can come over here. We'll just grab a wooden spoon. Just going to stir this. I'm going to turn the heat right down because it does not need to be on high. Also, can I just say how, oh, I can't turn the camera around when it's filming, but I feel very lucky to have a garden at the moment, and today feels extra special because I've opened up the French doors, so it just feels like an extension of the kitchen. I'm going to show you. Look. That's inside. That is ready. So now we want to put in cornflakes, and we need 100 grams 100 grams of cornflakes going in. Now you just want to mix this all together, take it off the heat. It's out of the oven. I just disposed of the rice on the baking parchment, and now I'm opening my jam. Have a spatula thing. Oh my god, this smells so good. And you just want to put in probably quite a lot, like not the whole tub, but almost, of jam. You just want to spread this all over the base. To be honest, it did say use all 320 grams of pastry, and I think if I was doing this seriously, use it all, because mine hasn't come up the sides very well. Can't remember if it did last time or not. I didn't use the ready rolled last time because I didn't have it. I used a 500 gram block, and again, obviously didn't use it all, but probably did end up using a bit more than I have done right now. Okay, that looks amazing. And now, all you want to do is pour on your cornflakes. You want to push them down so that they set in nicely into the jam and the pastry. This is going to be really hot, but I do want to show you. Look at it. Okay, this is going back into the oven just for another 5 minutes. Alexa, set timer 5 minutes. It's time to get out of the oven. Okay. I'm going to leave the oven on because I need it hot, because I'm actually making baked potatoes for dinner after this. I've just got my potatoes out, ready. If you're interested, we're having baked potatoes with tuna and cheese. I said we should have tuna, cheese and baked beans, but Emma said that's weird. Let me know what you guys think. I personally, I wouldn't mix together the tuna and the beans, but I would have like tuna on one side, beans on the other, cheese over everything. Okay, getting this out. Oh my god, it looks perfect. Oh, look at that. It's like goldeny on the top. Oh, close up. It looks so good. Right. Leaving the oven on, as I said, for potatoes. I like to always keep my, so hot, sweet stuff on a cake stand, because I like to look at it and it's nice to have in the kitchen. What I might actually do, so I don't burn myself, is, and because we want to pop it back in the oven so it's hot when we have it, is go away, have dinner, and then when Emma and I are going to eat this after dinner with custard ovs, I will show you it in the bowl with custard. Okay, bye. It's 7:30, we've had dinner. Just put Money Heist on Netflix. We are on part 1, episode 13. Emma, do you think this is the last one?
I think so.
We have been loving it. I think it's taken us like 3 evenings to get this far, maybe 4, but we are just loving it. And this is my cornflake tart. Just warmed it up in the oven for honestly about 3 minutes. That was all it needed, and put custard with it, and I'm so excited to eat it. Look inside. So good.